guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. Now this morning, all of us woke up to the news about Rosalie and her mother, the fact that she fought her mother and police got involved and so forth. And the more you think about it, you have to wonder what could have happened for a daughter to turn around and do something like that to her mother, especially a daughter who knows what it's like to bring a child into this world, who knows what it's like to get pregnant and everything, you have to wonder. And I was listening to someone, and basically this person seemed like he follows her and he knows the story behind it, and he was speaking about the traumas that Rosalie went through, and even the fact that the mother is mentally ill, it seems. And the more you sit and you listen to these people speak about these two individuals, you realize that as much as how we want to turn a blind eye to it, as much as how we see they come on social media, they carry on, they beg, and they continue with the anger outbursts. What we don't realize, what people especially who sit and watch them don't realize, is that they are crying out for help. Each time you see they come on and they speak certain things, they act a certain way, they are crying out for help. Now, you see, when a child does not heal from trauma involving the mother, it's worse than a trauma involving the father. And the reason why I'm saying this, is because a child will look to their mother for safety, love, everything basically. When you're hungry, who you turn to? Your mother. When your head at you and you want a pill, who you go to? Your mother. When you're feeling sick, who stay up at night with your majority of the time? Your mother. So right there you realize that for safety, for love, for attention, a child will turn to their mother for all of that, So just imagine when the mother is missing out of the child's life and did not provide them with that solid foundation that they need, to grow up to be a wonderful human being, caring, loving. Because what a lot of mothers don't understand, you see, when you don't provide your child with the love, the attention that they need, you damage the foundation that they're supposed to build on. And what will happen is that these children, they will grow and you realize that, you hear them attack, them not trust people, them have trust issue, them have relationship issue. They can't even maintain a good relationship. They will be in a relationship and the next minute you hear a problem. And a lot of the times these children, they turn to violence for comfort because they don't know how to control the emotion within themselves, They don't know how to deal with the issues. So guess what? They're going to turn to the one thing that they know. And the funny thing is that a lot of the time, the one thing that these children tend to know is violence. That is what they know. They know how to fight. They know how to thump. They know how to cuss. When you sit down and you listen to them, the things that come out of their mouth, they know the most colorful words. And people will wonder, what happened? They're still hurting, and that is exactly what is going on. That is what is happening because of the hurt that they experience, growing up. And now, imagine, they're adult. They have children of their own, but yet still they are not able to provide not even their own children with the solid foundation that they need to provide them with, because it's like a part of them is locked off. They don't know how to give real love. They don't know how to receive it. And because of that, they're always in problem. Every single thing, they have problem. They're not even can say, okay then, let me talk it out, let me talk. Because a lot of the time, what happened with these people, if you and them have an issue and you think you're going to be able to reason it out, you make a sad mistake. Because what is going to happen is that them are going to cuss it out, because that is the only thing they tend to know. So the more you listen, what happened last night and the past that the mother and the daughter have, you realize that there is no getting over it so easy. And especially when you know that your mother is someone who is suffering from a mental health issue. Because right now, I literally believe that not just the mother need help, but the daughter, she needs help also. And the funny thing is that people continue to sit and listen to both of them on social media. They listen to this young lady cursing people. She talked about her baby father and so forth. The gentleman that I was listening to, the Triple X, he mentioned something about the baby father. Which woman I got curse the man where them say abuse them, and they live in the same community as the man, and you know hear nothing happen to her? Which woman are gonna be brave enough to come and cuss out the man where them claim say abuse them and I beat them and all of that? Because what normally happen is that someone who is really being abused, that person will be afraid of the abuser. So they don't want to speak out. They're gonna keep everything locked up on the inside, because guess what? The person is abusing them, the person can manipulate them and all of that. So they tend to withdraw, they tend to keep everything on the inside. And when the person was speaking, I say, achoo. Because a lot of the time you hear she come and she speak about the baby father, or him this and or him that. But really and truly, what is going on? Because children growing up, whenever they don't have that solid foundation, they can't build a good relationship or even maintain one. What they tend to do is that in that relationship, anytime they face the conflict, the first thing they are going to turn to is abuse. Abuse the spouse, cuss, fight it out. That is the only thing they know. Anytime you see a child who is suffering from any emotional trauma, physical trauma, look what they go to school and do. They go to school and they start to act it out. And it is the same thing that they take into their adult life. So when you sit and you listen to her, that is the reason why. The way she crave the attention on social media, the way she carry on. Why? Because she's seeking that love, she's seeking that belonging. She just want to feel love. And that is the reason why she's on social media and she's doing so good. Because she believes that people who sit and watch her on social media really and truly love her and mean her good, not realizing that majority of the times, the people them sit, they watch her for entertainment. Even the guy that she's posting with now and everything, sometime when they are out and she will pass certain remarks and try to do certain things, you see a certain body language. So for people like myself sitting watching, we wonder what kind of relationship is that? Am really into her? Because what will happen is that these individuals, they will be easily manipulated, easily used, because they're searching for love. They just want somebody who are going to pour it out on them because they didn't get it growing up. And one of the worst things that normally happen is that whenever they see the person who they blame for their trauma, whenever they see that person, is like something trigger off in them. They can't contain themselves. And I believe that is what is happening with her mother. So right now, I hope that people who claim that they care for them, they will understand that the only way these two can cope, can get over everything that happened, they can get the help that they need, you have to move them out of the environment that they're in. You can't have one run the corner and the one there so. You have to put one at Montego Bay, make one Tanner Kingston, put one somewhere else so they don't have to come in contact with each other. Because anytime that happen and it is not the right way, if they have a little disagreement, you better understand them are going to fight it out. She are going to do her mother something because she blame her mother for everything that has happened in her life. And the more you sit and you look, I just hope that people really and truly understand. I hope that she, within herself, can understand that she needs serious help. And until she get the help, she'll go continue the same way. But you see, the funny thing is, people, what she don't realize, you carry on like that on social media, you do everything on social media, but guess what? There is going to come a day when you're going to put something on social media, and when you put that out there, everybody will sit down and watch you. Them just gonna kiss them teeth and they're just going to walk away. And you're going to realize that that day is going to come. You're going to have 10 followers sit down and watch you. Maybe 100, 200, when it used to be 15, when it used to be 2,000, when it used to be 20 something thousand. That is what is going to happen. And anytime that happens, what is going to happen to this young lady is that it is going to cause her to go into a mental breakdown. The shock of it all. She's not going to be able to cope with that. So maybe she's going to even end up worse than her mother. Because social media right now is her place where she got to pour it out, is her place, her coping mechanism. That is what social media is to her. So any day she don't have social media, maybe she's going to end up on the street, maybe she's going to end up at Mountain View, up at Bellevue. That is what is going to happen. So I just hope that people who really and truly love her and mean her good enough can just sit her down, talk to her, get her a counselor, because you have some excellent counselors out there. Get her a counselor. If she don't want to go to the person face to face, guess what? You can do it online. Telephone, Zoom, you can do it. So I just hope that somebody who really and truly cares for her can provide her with the help that she needs. That young man that is around her, I hope he realizes, if he's serious about her, he can influence her in getting the help that she needs. Because until somebody really and truly step in for her, she's just going to continue. And we all know one of the worst things that an individual can do is really and truly look at your mother and abuse your mother, no matter the situation. Because, as I said before, the mother could have shot her leg and you're not coming at this world. The mother could have taken one pill when she finds out that she's pregnant with you and you're gone. Just like that. So no matter the situation, just learn to cope with your anger in a different way without turning to violence. And anytime she's able to do that, you're going to realize that she's going to have good relationship on social media with the people them around her, even her children. Because if a couple years down the line her daughter start to treat her the same way, nobody can blame her, because it is what the daughter grew up seeing her doing. So right now, as the gentleman said, the father have to go step in, Jake's have to go step in for him pitney them and make sure that he's there for them. He's the one that is going to have to make sure that he provide them with a safe, healthy home. He have to go make sure say him pour out all of the love we him having in him heart upon them, because it is missing there. And if they are not able to get it from him, guess what is going to happen? They're going to grow and they're going to have the same hatred. They're going to continue suffering from the same trauma that she went through, and it's going to affect the relationship that they're going to build. And they are going to look at her and they are going to treat her the same way she's treating her mother. So, people, any trauma that you went through and you believe that you're yet to recover from it, seek help, call somebody, try to speak to somebody, because you better know it is going to affect you. Even if it means when you turn 60, 70, it is going to affect you. Maybe you're going to realize you end up with panic attack, anxiety, depression, all of that. So no matter how you feel like you get over it sometime, you don't get over it. It is still there. And until a similar situation happen, you're not going to realize that really and truly you never get over it. So guys, thank you so much. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel.